All right. I just wanted, this is a lady just left right out of my office, and I wanted to just share this with you while I was inspired to do so. Um, for those of you who do not know, I'm an entrepreneur. I have, been working for myself since I can remember. And we were just talking about, because her and I are the same age. And she was just saying how busy. Oh, I'm just so busy. I'm so busy. I have this and this and this and this and this and this and this to do and this to do. And I asked her a simple question. I said, with all this busy that you have going on, does it bring you financially what you are desiring? And she goes, no, I'm just a whole lot of busy doing nothing. And that is the problem right there. A whole lot of busy doing nothing. And so at that point, that's where I'm like, well, maybe I can show you something that will help you to put yourself in a position to where you can select, what you choose to deal with, what you will not choose to deal with. And I said, because that is the part, that's the freedom. That's the part you're missing. So you end up being so busy doing nothing, wearing yourself out, stressing yourself down. Yeah, I got these gray hairs, but I'm not, oh, I got a head full of gray hairs because I'm worrying, stressing, or anything like that. I'm just closer to the 50 club, which, a little hair dye, I take care of that. I just normally would do that, but I have just gotten to a point to where I haven't just embraced it. Okay. So my point is that, she had to go, of course, because she was busy. I invited her to one of the workshops that we have every day at 1:00. And she's gonna just, set an appointment with me, and she'll come back in and we'll look at it at that point. But the story itself is what I wanted to share, because I know there's a lot of people in life whom that is your story. You are so busy, you have all of these things to do that really don't satisfy your desire. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part of life you're missing out on. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, I don't like to say what you gotta do, but it was very important to me to be able to be in a position to where I can do the things that I chose to do. I've done a lot of different things. I've been a bail bondsman. I've had my mobile notary business. I've done inspections. I've done just a lot of different things, and of course my insurance, which has evolved. There's a lot of different things in insurance. As I learned, I was able to evolve in and create and provide services, and then now I leverage other systems that are already in place. So it's like, it's a lot I do not have to do because it's already happening. And so my time is free. Like I told her, I said, most times I'm sitting here after I do the little work that I have to do. I said, then I'm trying to find something to do. I said, so we're the total opposite. I said, but financially, I'll just look up. I got checks coming in on this day, that day, this day, that day for work that I did from, whenever. And then now the way it's set up with renewals, you know what I'm saying? You do the job one time and you'll continue to get paid for a lifetime. And it's sometimes it's just unfortunate because sometimes we believe that the only way that we can be successful is that we have to now at 50 years old go back to school. No way in the world. No, ma'am. No, sir. I'm not going to do that. I said the education that I receive is not coming from going to school. Now, I may take a course or a certification, something that I can knock out in a weekend, because I'm licensed. So it's a different type. I have continuous education as I grow in my career or in my craft. But thinking I'm going to go back to school and dedicate all my time and effort and energy for no, ma'am, I'm sorry. And I'm not knocking nobody who goes that route. I'm just saying that there are other options that you may want to consider. And so she wants to learn, and I'm willing to show her, as long as she's willing to learn and take action on the information. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. But us as women walking around here looking drugged down and tired and beat down and complaining about our backs and complaining about this and this and other, and we're not even 50 years old yet. No, this has to stop. You should want it to stop. You should not want to. I've never been a part of that world. Thank God. I don't want to be a part of that world. When it comes to that part of having to work and I don't know how people do it. I have 7 children, and yes, I've worked, but not what you call traditional job. I've always been able to go and do what I needed to do. That insurance license has been a lifesaver for me, and creating my own business or having my own business and all these different things. So, I'm not saying it's the only way. I'm just saying this is something to consider, another option to consider. And a lot of people, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. I can't do what you do. I can't go clock in. I can't be told what to do. I can't ask for no permission to go to do what I want. You know what I'm saying? Things like I can't do that. So you pick your heart. Pick your heart. I pick freedom every time. And freedom, yes, it comes with risks, but so does being an employee, because you can be fired. You know what I'm saying? When I go and get with a company, I contract. So it's one company to another. You understand what I'm saying? We don't have an employee-employer relationship. Never have, never will, because it's different when you're licensed. It's a different, when I go into the marketplace or whatever, and I'm on a contract with a company to do X, Y, and Z. I just go do it. I don't have to ask anyone. I'm like, I need a writing number, X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z, and where's your training portal? That's it. You see what I'm saying? There's nobody there to say, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that. A lot of things you do have to learn, or in our case, I'll show you a lot of that stuff. It's not hard. It's pretty much the same thing with each company. It's just about learning the ropes. And once you learn the ropes, baby, you keep it moving. Keep it moving. But that's all. I just was finishing that conversation and decided to share that on a video as well. Not to brag, boast, or anything like that. Just to give thanks for once again being in a position to where you're able to create your own economy. Not walking around here. She walking around here stressed. She said she walking around here stressed. I could see the stress on her face. And I'm like, we're the same age. And you look older than me. I thought she was gonna tell me she was 60, but she's not. She's my age. So, and that's not to talk about, but I'm just saying it's a difference in the quality of life that we are able to live. So that's what I'm saying. We have to, get educated on the things that we choose in life, because some people think they want these careers because that's what people tell them. Family may say, oh, you should go into the medical field, you should be a doctor, you should be a nurse, or you see everybody want to be a nurse. And I asked her, do you really want to be a nurse, or do you want the money? And she said she really wants to do that. She feels like that's a way of giving back. And I think a lot of times, once again, is people really don't know. They know based off of what people have in terms of ideas has told them, or, what they figure it to be. But if you had a choice, I'm talking about now, you go to school so you can go and work 12-hour shifts, or have to be on the road and be away from your family and all these different things here. I'm sorry, no. You want the 45, 50, 60, $70 an hour that you think they're making, or whatever it is that they're making. Because traveling nurses are making a lot of money. However, do y'all have benefits? because that when you become a traveling nurse, you're just a contracted nurse who receives the pay. Most times you don't get the benefit. And if you do get the benefit, that's wonderful. But most ones that I know don't. But yes, you're making 150 an hour, plus you're getting per diem and all this, stuff and other, and that's wonderful. So my question is, when you get all that money, what are you going to do with it? Are you just going to go ahead and buy new nice cars and buy this, that, and the other, or are you going to put that money to work? Because see, the real deal is that now while you're working, you stack, okay? But you put that money to work. And that's the part a lot of people missing out on. They'll go and be on all this time during COVID. I'm sure a lot of money is being made, but it's a lot of money being spent and not being properly invested for your future, for when you get to the point to where you don't want to work no more. You need to be able to have more than just $100,000. That is no money. That's no money. The average amount the minimum amount we need right now, when we talk about retirement, is a minimum of $1 million, whether you believe it or not. Because with the cost of living, inflation, the way things is rising right now, oh baby, you're gonna need a lot of money just to do a little. So, all right, y'all, I'm through ranting. It's Tanya Rochelle. Just wanted to do this as I was inspired to do so. Bye-bye.